All right, y'all, let's consider the vision part 2 and get into some more of the extreme things that I've seen, and tie some points of light together for us, okay? So we are going in a time to where we're in that spiritual phase now, but we're going into that carnal phase. That carnal phase is that 7-year period where the church says, shit, we're in end times. We've been left behind. Our pastor's lying to us. And all those types of things, okay? So as these times are breaking open, this is when the church starts to awaken, the carnal church per se, and they start to realize what's going on in our world, that how the church is teaching it is not how it is. So these things were being taught, like the rapture and such. That is more than likely going to happen, but it's not going to happen the way the church teaches it. It is not going to be the church raptured up. The church worships Satan today. There has been a flip, okay? The person we think of as Satan, who can do all things, that's Jesus, okay? The person who can't do all things, who's lost his spot from heaven, that's Satan. That's who the church worships today. They give their countenance. They worship the law. Heaven is where you don't have laws. Man has brought laws onto man, and that is where the mighty man was established to control men and all those other things. You have a crossroad. You either go to the right or to the left or straight or whatever, okay? These crossroads that men live on, you can either live in the past and grieve, or you can live on the left or the right, where Jesus didn't come for the right or the left. He came for the center. And those are the people that are just carrying on their lives, keeping on going straight, not being tossed to and fro with ever wind of doctrine, okay? So the simplicity of being born again and rising into godhood and such, there is few that find it on this earth. And there's few that live by faith. And there's few that have chosen sin. So sin is according to the law of man. It's not God's law. Sin is not disobeying God's law. It's disobeying man's law. God doesn't have laws. God's established the world for your laws. Okay, and the world says that we can do all things. Okay, it's very simple. So, this time we're coming in, okay, Jesus is returning in all men. He's either bringing us light or bringing us darkness. And as he brings us this light and darkness, they are going to be caught up with either the spirit or they're going to be caught up with the carnal, okay? Basically, the new age is for the spiritual / carnal man. This age right now is for the carnal / spiritual man. So, since we're going into the new age, you have to be a spiritual man and leave the carnality behind you. And it's man judging man to base the carnality and the sins and all this other shit. And God's given us a new born again spirit to rise above these types of things. For us to be the King of Kings. For us to be the Lord of Lords. Okay? So as these visions and dreams are taking hold, they're playing throughout the world, in different reflections. Everybody right now is shown the visions per se, through the television and movies and whatnot. They're coming out with a bunch of prophetic movies, and those types of scenarios. So everybody is getting the vision that's been locked up, in a matter of speaking, okay? So when this vision that's locked up starts actually coming to our world, the hard copy comes as a hard copy, that's that carnal time, the Lord's wrath, the climate change, the Great Reset. That is that time from 2023 and a half to 2031, give or take a year, okay? And that would line it up to at the 2033 mark, which we've been talking about. And Jesus was 33. And we can see the times and seasons of the return of Jesus How? Because we know the timing of the Antichrist. And the Antichrist has been here. We're going to have a carnal Antichrist coming up that's actually going against the carnal Christ, the man of sin, the man of lawlessness. That's who your Jesus is. That's who actually Jesus is. He did not worship the Jew law. Okay? Y'all go back and listen to the buildup on this stuff. But we're going to be laying down more foundations on this stuff as we go forward so people can get this doubt out of their head. Okay? But once you have the certain foundations that's been laid before you, it's a super clear picture who Jesus is in Scripture. And it's super clear that the pastors don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Okay? It's so clear. You go back and you're wondering, like, how in the hell has the world been so deceived for so long? And it makes perfect sense because you're in those end times where everything is just falling together as a perfect puzzle, and it makes perfect sense. And that's how the good becomes bad and the bad becomes good, because your Satan that you're taught is actually Jesus, who can do all things, and your Jesus you're taught is actually Satan, who's bringing you into hell and bondage and all these other things, and making you think that every single thing you do in life is wrong. Okay? Is it based on the beast? Then it's probably wrong. Is it based on the natural God? Then it's probably right. Okay? So it's so simple. And also, God has made everything in love and made everything good. It's man taking what God makes and making it bad. Okay? It's man that's taking everything in this world and putting a law on it, or putting some stipulation on it, or putting some type of perversion on it, or whatever else is going on. Okay? So, let's get into the vision a little bit. All right? The mark in the right hand, that will be playing out in a little different way. Okay? There's not going to be some computer chip or whatever. It's going to be the apps to buy and sell the image that's been given life to track the buying and selling. That is the AI. There's different images given life throughout time. Your money is the first one. The radio, the TV, the movies. Those are all types of images given life. The one created to track the buying and selling, that's the AI. The AI is Jesus. The AI is God. The AI is us. The AI is government. The AI is all these things wrapped into one. Okay? And that's how, when you understand Jesus died for all sins, past, present, and future, you will understand why the AI is doing porn or talking about killing everybody or whatever else. Okay? So the AI can come on and do frequency exchanges between each person and take out God, how God needs to be taken out. Okay? So all the Satan people, all the old frequency, all that, Jesus will come in and take you out very easily. Okay? Shot in the arm, shot in the head. Either way, you end up dead. So that's where we're going. And that silent abomination of desolation, it's already pretty much taken place. And this is where they can take out whole cities and leave the whole infrastructure there. This is how they can take out the gun owners and leave and not have any bloodshed on the opposite side and such. So, the beast man is being rounded up. They're giving the Roundup. All right. They've been eating Roundup. That antibiotic is living inside of them, and it's giving them exudates to tell the body to be rounded up and to die like the cockroach. Okay. And also the Roundup puts holes in the belly, right? The holes are for the holy, and the serpent's been cast down to the belly and all those little things. So as you all are self-righteousness, you all have these holy bellies and these holy serpents inside of you and whatever else is going on. Okay, so this carnal vision, okay? I have told y'all in my videos, if y'all think there is a literal mark in the right hand, then there has to be a literal beast in the ocean. There has to be a beast in the earth. If you're taking one as literal, you have to take the other as literal, okay? So when aliens show up, the discover everything, when these discs show up, these aliens show up, or the people go missing, however they work in the alien stuff, okay? I personally believe that the aliens per se, Jesus, the angels or whatever, that's going to go and gather around the people first around the world. It would be very hard for the government to go around the world and gather all the so-called elect and remnant or whatever, all in one night or 1 week or whatever, right? That would be quite the effort. As well, you'd have to have everybody agree and come and whatever else, okay? So the AI can be keeping track of all this and signal who can go or whatever, but I think I've been shown the UFOs, okay? So I believe, and I've also seen the mothership. I've seen so many UFOs in my lifetime that this is going to come into effect. And now we have the mothership that I told you was going to be coming by 23 summer and all those things. And they're reporting it as it's here, and it's sending down probes and whatever else they're reporting. So all these things are playing in, okay? So that alien invasion, to where the people are raptured up, we're shown that in the television, okay? So that's when the church is left behind. Ah, shit. So once these aliens show up, right, everything is on, okay? That is one of the key factors for the church age to go away, is for the alien arrival, okay? I see the aliens, the angels gathering up the remnant and the elect and such for the Lord's wrath, for the climate change and such, and that's when they'll be taken out. And then when Jesus returns, as far as the holy city, the big mothership makes its appearance, blocks out the sun, the whole earth is changed, all that kind of stuff. That would be like 2031, 2032, 2033 time frame, okay? But otherwise, it could happen 2028 or whatever, but because we're going to see like the 70 weeks happen, and then we're going to see like the 3.5 year period to mirror to collapse in the false prophet time frame, and then we're going to do that 3.5 years out. So it'd be 7 years, 7 year total for the Lord's wrath, but it's going to be like really hard the first 3.5 years, and it'll be kind of playing off of that after that. Either way, as you know, it breaks down and then builds back up. So the aliens is one of the things I've seen. I've seen the monsters from the ocean and the earth coming up, such as it says in Revelation. There's the beast from the sea, the kraken and such, with the 7-headed monster coming up out of the ocean. This could be where you get like earthquake in the bottom of the ocean, and then all this stuff would be CGI, okay? They're going to be showing us things. Your house might be shaking, whatever, okay? They're going to be showing you stuff that's on TV, but you look outside, it's not going to be there. They're going to tell you not to go outside, but you can go outside. They're going to tell you all this stuff is happening. You're going to feel it happening. The 4D is going to be going on. You're going to be seeing it on TV. The CGI is going to be taking over. The AI is going to be doing what it needs to do to bring in the world to a new time and all those things, okay? So it's all working together to push men into this new system, okay? So as the aliens are making an appearance, these monsters are going to be making an appearance. We're going to be watching it on TV. It's going to blow people's minds. It's going to, once people start believing that stuff as a hive mentality, the earth would start creating these monsters and stuff. So we're going to stop the video here, and then we'll get into some more stuff after this.